Attention is power. By giving something attention, you're giving it dominion. So if you don't want to give something power, such as all the negative things in your life, don't give it your attention. Give your attention to things that you want to grow, like your goals, your love, your gratitude, and all the elevated emotions.
I want you to think of it like this. If a situation in the future, let's just say you want to create a business or you want to have a certain amount of money, if you sit here and imagine what that would feel like and you accomplishing that, that would create a frequency. That would create a vibration, right? So the situation would create a frequency. When we start to understand the law of correspondence and the law of polarity put together, if a situation produces a frequency, that means a frequency would produce the situation. But here's what ends up happening. We play the game backwards. You try to produce the situation and you don't control the frequency, meaning you don't take care of the inside. So here I am, I'm frustrated because my life doesn't look the way I want. More importantly, it doesn't feel the way I want. Why don't you focus on the feeling? Why don't you focus on the inner world? Focus on the frequency. When you focus on the frequency, now you're actually in alignment with the version of you who would have already accomplished this. And here's the paradox. I don't have a desire to accomplish this anymore because I'm already living in the same energy as it. This will be when you pull it and attract it into your life. And it's going to show up in a way that you could have never imagined. So my point of this is this. This is all faith was. I had to be it before I see it. I had to live in the frequency and then I will create the situation.
How you think and how you feel broadcasts an electromagnetic signature that influences every single atom in your life. The thoughts that you think are the electrical charge in the quantum field. The feelings that you emote are the magnetic charge in the quantum field. The thought sends the signal out and the feeling draws the event back. So if you're walking around your life feeling sorry for yourself and feeling like a victim, you are broadcasting that signature into the field, and you will create more experiences to suffer, because we are not punished for our sins. We are punished by our sins. And sin is an attitude, and sin is how you think and how you feel.
There's a universal principle that you've heard of called the law of attraction. This law says that you always attract into your life the people and ideas and resources in harmony with your dominant thoughts. The fact is that you are a living magnet. Like iron filings are attracted to a magnet, you'll attract into your life the people who are in harmony with your current level of knowledge and wisdom and experience. The good news is that as your leadership skills grow and mature, you'll attract into your life better and better people. You'll attract better employees and better customers and better suppliers and better bankers and better associates. But you'll always get the people that you deserve based on your current level of personal and professional development. The more you learn and grow, the more experiences you have that you benefit from, and the wiser you become as a business person, the faster and more consistently your business will grow as well. You'll always attract the type of people who are in harmony with your own level of personal development. The rule is your life only gets better on the outside when you get better on the inside.
So whatever you think and believe subconsciously in your heart, in your brain, those things will manifest into reality. And the scary part about it is that manifestation isn't something that you begin. It's not a process I decide I'm going to start manifesting today. It's something that you've been doing your entire life, right? So if you live a life of like poverty, misery, and a lack of relationships and stuff like that, you've manifested that as well. You don't just manifest the good things, you manifest the bad things, you know? So a lot of people, you know, they like to claim they're a millionaire, they want to be a millionaire, they like to claim they want to be rich, they like to claim that they want to have a family one day and they want to have successful relationships and stuff like that. But like, you're not manifesting those things. You don't truly want them. People that truly want them achieve them.
Why is everyone so negative all the time? It's almost as if some people don't know how to be positive. The truth is, many people don't. We're hardwired for negativity, something psychologists call a negativity bias. And that's a problem because it takes effort to be positive. And most of us are lazy when it comes to our feelings. We're far more likely to notice something to complain about than to celebrate. We lean more toward doubt than faith, and we're far more familiar with pessimism than optimism. And look, you don't have to just take my word for it. Consider your own walk. In the past few weeks and months, have you been more negative than positive? Despite all of the good things that you could be focused on, are you more focused on what's not working than what is? Like, if your life has been dominated by fear, concern, and anxiousness, despite the multitude of blessings you've had, then this could be for you. The question is, how do you get better at feeling better? Well, you have to practice gratitude. Practice being the operative word here, because remember, positivity takes effort. See, gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's present. It's not a denial of the negative, it's an acknowledgement of the positive. So start small. Find one thing today that's worth celebrating, write it down and reflect on it, and then do that daily until it rewires your bias. Because look, your new season demands a new mindset. Leave the negativity behind because you won't need it where you're going.
If you believe that what you say will happen, you will get whatever you say. Nah, I'm so dumb. Boom. You just spoke that into existence. Things don't work out for me. You just spoke that into existence. I miss all the opportunities. You just spoke that into existence. When you speak, your whole brain vibrates. The neural pathways that get established in the brain when you speak things, it is dramatically different than if you just think it. What you say is what you get. Your tongue is a creative force.
Thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language of the body. And how you think and how you feel creates your state of being. So if you think insecure thoughts, in a matter of seconds, you are going to feel insecure. The moment you feel insecure, your brain is monitoring how you're feeling, and you think more insecure thoughts, which then makes you feel more insecure. And the repetition of that cycle conditions the body to become the mind of insecurity. And then the person says, I am insecure. And whenever you say, I am anything, you are commanding your mind and body into a destiny.
We become what we think about most of the time. And that's the strangest secret. This is why thinking is so vital. This is why a goal is so important. Because we will become that. This is why people who set goals achieve them. The trouble with men is not in achieving their goals. They do that. It's in establishing them.
The law of attraction. You have to embrace it. You've got to understand it, be aware of it, but don't let it seep into your internal dialogue.
Successful people always dream big. If you want things to start being attracted into your life, if you want money being attracted into your life, you have to get big dreams. One of the techniques to help you dream is a vision board or a dream board. You sit in the car of your dreams and have somebody take a picture of you there and then put that up on your dream board. You stand in front of the mansion of your dreams and have somebody take a picture and you put that up on your dream board. You use AI and you put yourself in the picture on the beach in Hawaii or in Bali or wherever you want to go in the world, or on your private yacht, or put yourself using AI sitting in a private jet. Whatever your dream is, how big can you dream?
Let me tell you a principle here that's critical. It's called the 30-day principle. The neuroscientists tell us is it takes 25 to 30 days to create a new neural pathway in your brain. It takes 25 to 30 days to lock in a new habit pattern. It takes 25 to 30 days to have your visualization and affirmation start to change the whole way your brain perceives the world. So as soon as you start visualizing and you do that for 30 days, the reticular system in your brain says start letting in everything that will help us become a millionaire or solve world hunger. So you want to be visualizing for 30 days in a row without fail whatever it is you want. The repetition over and over locks it into the unconscious and also opens up the perceptual field for you and also programs universal consciousness out there in the world.
How would an abundant person think? And before you reach for your cell phone and start scrolling through your social media, close your eyes and rehearse in your mind how that person would walk, how they would breathe, how they would smile, how they would greet people, how they would be on Zoom calls, how would they be in traffic, how would they be at dinner. And the act of closing your eyes and mentally rehearsing the act, if you're truly present, the brain does not know the difference between the real life experience and what you're imagining. In fact, just a little bit of time, you start to install the neurological hardware to look like you already did it.
Money does not exist. He says money is an idea. It's in your head. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich. Do you know what your book says? Work and grow rich. The book says think and grow rich. It's a multi-million-dollar seller.
How do you really want to live? Because you're quite capable of doing it. How do you really want to live? Think of this for a moment. This little phone, it's actually a computer, isn't it? This operates by the law of vibration. That's how it operates. See, every level of vibration is referred to as a frequency. Our phone operates on a frequency. When I was a little boy, we never had a phone at our house. I was probably 15 years old before we had a phone, maybe 16. And the phone we got was a party line. When you picked up the phone, you could hear everybody else. They were picking up the phone. There might have been 100 people on that same frequency. Today, we have millions, literally millions of people, all have their own phone. They have their own frequency. I've got a frequency of my own, and you have one of your own. Why didn't we all have phones back then? Because we didn't understand the law of vibration. We didn't understand these laws. We didn't understand frequencies. But you see, we do understand it today, and because someone understands the law of vibration and knows how to program this thing to operate on a specific frequency, I can communicate to you, and you can communicate to me. In fact, we're communicating right now on a frequency. Well, I want you to think of this for a moment. This body you're living in operates on frequencies. That's right. It operates on frequencies. And as you start to understand the law of vibration, you can start to take control over your life.
But like a lot of times we see exactly what we are in the world around us. In some ways, I think that we attract what we are. And that's not just to say like, if you're a bad person, bad things will happen, like in a karmic sense. And it's in a sense that, you know, how you feel about yourself is often proportional about how you feel about the world. I find that the more happy people get, or like the more sad people get, it's kind of like a positive feedback. You know, you get happy, you find more things to be happy about, you stay happy. And then certain life events happen, certain things happen that kind of get us and sway us from that path. And we get into that negative loop where everything becomes negative. And what I'm saying is that choice needs to be made. You know, you have to decide or realize, be conscious enough to realize when you're in those negative cycles. Like even for myself, I have trouble with it all the time. I find myself getting negative at certain times. Certain stuff happens. You know, life happens.
One of the most important rules in attracting what you want is you get what you focus on. Plain and simple. What you focus on, you're going to get more of. So if you don't like what's going on in your life right now, you attracted it for a start. But if you keep focusing on it, you're going to get more of it. The argument yesterday, something that happened last month that you keep talking about to everybody along the way, you're only going to get more of that stuff. I understand that it happened and I understand that it's real. But if you want a different set of circumstances moving forward, you've got to focus on different things. That's how it works. So if you want better fitness, focus on fitness. If you want better friends, focus on better friends. If you want more money, focus on money coming into your world, not the lack of it, not over here where you don't have it, you keep talking about not having it. If you want anything to change in your life, you have to focus on stuff that's going right. Focus on the things that are actually working. Do not watch the news. The news is half an hour of everything that's not working in the world. Everything. Every single terrible thing that's happening in the world is condensed into half an hour. Do not watch it. Don't talk to people who are on a different frequency than you that make you feel terrible. Don't give it any airtime. What you focus on, you get. What you expect, you let into your world. Focus on things that make you feel good. Just remember, you get what you focus on most. Don't worry about the time part, worry about the focus part. Think about what are you giving attention to, because that's going to grow. That's going to get more and more and more energy, and that's going to keep coming into your world. If you don't like what you're living right now, focus on other things. Focus on the sun. Focus on things that are already going well in your world. There must be one thing that's going right in your life. Focus on how good you feel. Focus on anything that makes you feel good. If you do that little by little by little, you'll actually get used to it. You'll get used to feeling good. And when you feel good, things go good. But it's what you give your attention to that makes you feel good. You get what you focus on most. Focus on things that make you feel phenomenal. And phenomenal will find you.
Wherever focus goes, energy flows. It's corny, but it's true. In fact, maybe an easier way of saying it is, we don't experience life. None of us do. We experience the life we focus on. So in any moment, what's wrong is always available. So is what's right. So it's not about being positive. It's about being intelligent. When you're in a totally negative state and the world's going to end and there are people like believing that in the next 12 years, the entire environment's going to collapse and they won't have a child, you got to look at the impact of what you're believing. And you got to look at and say, where's my focus going? I can always be upset about something. I can always find something to be joyous or at least grateful for, which leads to joy. And I think it's learning to discipline your disappointments, not allow them to grow and to move on and to use whatever life is giving you.
Your mind is everything. Your brain, I don't care what you going through, I don't care who you shot you, who you beef with and everything. A motherfucker could live right across the street from you and you never see him. And a person can live 10,000 miles away and you always run into him because you're in the same vibration. When you change your vibration, you change your environment. It all starts in your mind. When you get one negative thought, replace it with 100 positive thoughts.